Good morning, all of you. So I'll have to start today vicious circle of poverty. Okay, vicious circle of poverty. Now try to understand what actually the vicious circle of poverty we study under three heading: vicious circle of poverty from supply side, vicious circle of poverty from demand side, and vicious circle of poverty due to underdevelopment. So three circles you people have to study here. Okay, now but what is vicious circle? That you need to understand. Okay, now under vicious circle one keyword is there. Now for that you open your book, page number 182. Okay, in that if you see the first paragraph, the meaning of the vicious circle of poverty is given. That I'll explain today, and tomorrow I'm going to give you all the three circles. I will explain to you people. Okay, now if you see page number 182, in that vicious circle of poverty refers to a situation of self-reinforcing forces. First you need to understand this particular word, self-reinforcing forces. self matlab khud se. Reinforcing means something, some reinforcing forces which are again and again, okay, by their own. Self means what? By their own. Okay, self reinforcing forces means there are some certain forces which are created. Reinforcing means which are recreated by themselves, means they don't need any additional factors. Like for example, if you study the poverty, what is the main cause of poverty? Population, unemployment, okay, illiteracy. These are the main causes of poverty. So poverty is created due to some other factors. But when you talk about vicious circle of poverty, this is a force. Vicious circle of poverty is a force which is self-reinforcing, means which are not only created, they are recreated, means they are created again and again by themselves without any other force, means no other force is required. Vicious circle of poverty is such a force which is recreated by their own without the support of any additional factor. That is the meaning of self-reinforcing forces. Then, in which there are certain factors that are related in a circular way. There are certain factors which are related in a circular way. They move in a circular way. Not horizontally, not vertically, right? Not in the rectangular form, not in the square form. They are related in a circular way. They move in a circular way. Okay, then certain factors that are related in a circular way so as to result in continuation of poverty and underdevelopment. अब वो इस तरीके से सर्कल में मूव करते हैं कि हर बार जो रिजल्ट होता है वो पॉवर्टी होता है और अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट होता है. तो जो वो सेल्फ reinforcing forces, okay, there are certain factors which has the feature of self-reinforcing forces, means which are related in a circular way, and they are related in circular way in such a way that their result always leads to poverty and unemployment, which is called vicious circle of poverty. Is it clear to all of you? So what do you mean by vicious circle of poverty? Vicious circle of poverty is a situation of self-reinforcing forces in which there are certain factors which are related in circular way, so as to result in continuation with underdevelopment and poverty. This is called vicious circle of poverty. Is it clear to all of you? Now, so write on the heading vicious circle of poverty and write down the first heading meaning. So write down under the meaning, a situation of self-reinforcing forces in which there are certain factors that are related in a circular way so as to result in continuation of poverty and unemployment. Full stop. Okay, and unemployment, comma, is called vicious circle of poverty. Full stop. Okay, now meaning we have completed. Now write down the types. Next heading, write down types. Under this you write vicious circle of poverty is of three types. Number one, vicious circle of poverty from demand side. Number two, vicious circle of poverty from supply side. Number 3, vicious circle of poverty due to underdevelopment. Okay, now let me first explain you all the 3 one by one. A vicious circle of poverty जो create हो रहा है, जिसमें certain factors are related in a circular way which always lead to poverty and unemployment, जो demand side से होता है. Now डिमांड साइड से क्या होती है, आप ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. वी ऑलवेज स्टार्ट विद अंडर डेवलपमेंट. कोई भी अंडर डेवलप्ड कंट्री है, इफ अ कंट्री इज अंडर डेवलप्ड, देन व्हाट विल बी द प्रोडक्शन ऑफ दैट कंट्री? low productivity. Okay, if the productivity will be low, then what will be the income, real income of the people? अब प्रोडक्शन कम होगी तो प्राइस ज़्यादा होगी, क्योंकि अगर प्रोडक्शन कम हुई तो गुड्स अवेलेबल होगा कंट्री के पास कम. There will be less goods and services available with the country. So if there is a less goods and services, then demand is always more in underdeveloped country. Why demand is more always in underdeveloped country? Because population of underdeveloped country is more. Which are the country which are underdeveloped? China, India, Bangladesh, okay, Korea. These are the country which are underdeveloped, and these all countries are excessively populated country. And that's why they are underdeveloped. Okay, so when a country is underdeveloped, all the 3 vicious circle we start with underdevelopment, क्योंकि vicious circle of poverty underdeveloped countries में ही exist करती है, developed country में exist नहीं करती है. तो that you need to understand. Okay, now a country is underdeveloped, so the productivity of the country will be low. If productivity will be low, then definitely the prices of the commodity will be high. Then what will be the real income of the people? Will be low. If their real income will be low, then whatever income they will earn, all they will use it for consumption. That will be not enough to fulfill their consumption need. Will they be able to save anything? No. So no saving. No saving, I have already told you that what is needed for investment? Saving. If there is no saving, there will be no investment, there will be no capital formation, means country will again back to the same situation of underdevelopment. Now see, we started with underdevelopment and we have returned back to underdevelopment. That is what the meaning of vicious circle of poverty. A situation of self-reinforcing forces that are in which there are certain factors which are related in a circular way so as to lead to in continuation with poverty and unemployment, means underdevelopment. Okay, so we are doing vicious circle of poverty from demand side. So what is vicious circle of poverty from demand side? We'll start with underdevelopment. Underdevelopment is there, definitely productivity will be low. If productivity will be low, then real income will be low. If real income will be low, then definitely saving will be less. People will not able to save. Low saving leads to low investment. Low investment leads to capital deficiency. And if there is a capital deficiency, means again lead to underdevelopment. So the first vicious circle, which is given in page number 182, is the vicious circle from demand side, number 1. Okay, then come to number 2. Now vicious circle of poverty from supply side. Okay, again we'll start with underdevelopment. Underdevelopment again leads to low development. Low development again, low productivity again leads to low real income. If there will be a low real income, what will be the demand? Low demand. This is from demand side, that was from supply side. If low demand will be there, then again demand कम है तो producers क्या करेंगे? Investment कम करेंगे. Producers कब invest ज़्यादा करते हैं? जब demand ज़्यादा होती है. If demand will be less, again less investment. Less investment leads to capital deficiency. Capital deficiency leads to underdevelopment. Okay, now this is the second, that is vicious circle of poverty from demand side. And the last one, see, the third circle, which is given in page number 82. Underdevelopment leads to underdevelopment resources. Yes, India is a developing country. We have abundant amount of resources, but all resources are underdeveloped in our country because we are not able to utilize them efficiently and to the maximum level. So if there is underdevelopment, then the resources will also be underdeveloped, and underdeveloped resources always leads to economically backward people, and economically backward people is the factor which is nothing but what? Underdevelopment. So all these three circles I have explained you just now. Okay, so first one is, number one is vicious circle of poverty from supply side, in which it is given that underdevelopment leads to low productivity leads to low real income leads to low saving, low investment, capital deficiency, which again leads to underdevelopment. Then second one, vicious circle of poverty from demand side, see in the book, underdevelopment leads to low productivity leads to low real income leads to low demand leads to low investment, and low investment leads to low capital deficiency, and which leads to underdevelopment. Third one, underdevelopment leads to underdeveloped resources leads to economically backward people, and if the people are economically backward, then again it will lead to underdevelopment. Is it clear to all of you? So this is your vicious circle of poverty. Okay, and whatever the explanation of the first one. Now see page number 182 and 83. Number 1 is the supply side, vicious circle of supply side. Number 1 point which is explained. So you people have to draw the number 1 cycle, and then you have to write what is given in the explanation of number 1. Then you will write vicious circle of poverty from demand side, second circle, and you will write the explanation of second point. And then you will draw vicious circle of poverty from underdevelopment, and you will write down the explanation of the third point. Is it clear to all of you? So vicious circle of poverty I have completed. Now the last topic of your chapter is programs for poverty alleviation. Okay, several programs are started. Now first is the Jawahar Gram Samriddhi Yojana, then Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana, then Employment Assurance Scheme, then Pradhan Mantri Gram Uday Yojana, then Sampurna Gramin Yojana. Under all these programs which is given, Manrega, okay, you have to write little bit more, okay, Manrega, and the last, then after that, all those programs which is given here, you people have to write meaning, the main date of launch, and the objectives of all these programs. Is it clear to all of you? All these programs which is given in page number, it is starting from page number 190 first, and then 191, and then 190 to 193, okay, then 194 till the sixth point, because what is given in 12.8, efficacy of poverty alleviation, is not in your syllabus, only the program. And in program also you have to write very brief, you have to write the date of launch of the program and the main objectives of the program. Is it clear to all of you? So this much only in the poverty chapter. Okay children, this much only in the poverty chapter, and I'm going to start next chapter, okay, tomorrow, that is on Monday, which is called Profile of Indian Agriculture and Rural Development. Okay, and poverty chapter, 3 topics you people have to study. Concept of poverty, which I have already explained you day before yesterday, that is poverty meaning, human poverty, income poverty, absolute poverty, and relative poverty. Today I have explained you vicious circle of poverty, meaning and type, 3 circle, vicious circle of poverty from supply side, vicious circle of poverty from demand side, vicious circle of poverty due to underdevelopment, and the third one is that program for poverty alleviation. That is your work. You have to write the date of launch and the main objective of each program which is given. So this much only for chapter number 12. Tomorrow I am going to start your chapter number 13. So for today only this much. Thank you children.